well. How are you?
Okay, great so far. Thanks for asking.
I just came out of the house and we were just about to drive off.
So guys, welcome to our vlog. The day after Christmas, and we want to go out, not Boxing Day shopping, but we were going to PetSmart so my daughter can check out some pets. She's actually wants a bearded dragon. So we're on our way to PetSmart just to check it out so she can see what it looks like. Exactly. And we came out to a flat tire.
Thank you. And just to verify, you're calling today as the rental that you have has a flat tire. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Thanks for sharing that. Alrighty. Is there a spare in the vehicle?
Yeah, I noticed that there is a spare, but this has a special lock nut on it, and I don't know if it's in the car here anywhere. One of the wheels, there's a lock nut. You know the lock nut, so people can't steal it. It's a special key. I'm just actually looking in the vehicle right now.
That's why you have to get your man that can do anything. Not everybody can change tires.
Can you hear me okay? Are you there?
I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Alright. And do you know how to change a tire?
Well, I'm going to figure it out right now. Do you guys have special emergency service that comes out?
We do, but I'm not seeing where you have roadside assistance on your account. So if they come out, that's going to be a $500 service charge.
Are you serious? Shouldn't this be included? Period.
No, so it is mandatory for some of the rentals, but not for all. So if roadside assistance is needed, normally a customer, if it's not mandatory, requests to have it added on.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then. In the case that this tire is flat, what happens there? Who pays for this?
So I can contact roadside assistance.
No. Who pays for this
someone
tire?
come out, but that's
Who pays for this tire, or how does this tire get repaired and all that stuff?
once you return to the location, you have to ensure you bring the tire with you. Checks will be made. If it shows as if there's an issue itself, as the vehicle did not go out with a flat tire, then you will be charged for it, sir.
No, the vehicle didn't go out with a flat tire that I
Obviously
know
not.
of. Like I drove out and I'm just noticing now that there's a flat tire.
That means that you'd be responsible for the tire.
So at this particular moment then, there's nothing that you guys can do to help me is what you're saying. Because I don't have
I
roadside.
can send out roadside assistance, but it will be a $500 service
What if we
charge.
bring it back to the location?
Or you can contact your AA service for assistance. Or if you know how to change a tire, you do have the option to change it. And if you're not comfortable driving with a donut, you can return for an exchange of the vehicle. Or so that a tire can be placed on the vehicle. At a location, it closes at 12 a.m.
Yeah, that location closed at 12 a.m. Okay, so they can either repair and replace or give me a different vehicle or something is what you're saying, right?
That is correct. If you're not comfortable driving with a donut, that we do understand that. So you can just return for an exchange.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And your name?
Is there anything else? My name is Chevelle.
Chevelle. Thanks, Chevelle.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can assist with today?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, I do hope you have an amazing rest of the day. Thanks for choosing Advantage Rent-A-Car. Bye now.
Bye. That is so funny that we have a flat tire.
Yeah, so I don't like to bash companies, especially that I am, because we do run companies, or have businesses, I should say. But Advance, I don't care how cheap you guys are, I don't want it. Advantage. Take advantage of you in every way possible. First of all, they don't even check your tires.
Can you open the garage for me? I need to get something to go down.
Oh, they don't even check your tires when they just give you the car. They don't even do a walk around. So we do anyways, and I do video also, just so they don't say that just so they don't say that it's us that did the scratch and whatever. You know, they say, oh, you don't have to walk around. I do it, especially with that company. But yeah, we decided to go out today, and this is what happened. Let me open up the garage for Calvin. So it looks like we're gonna be bringing it back. Lord help me. But yeah, this car rental place, it's very, I don't even know what to say about them, but they suck. They suck big time. But we have 2 rental cars from them. My daughters are driving their little mini truck, what do you want to call it, and then we have the car. And one of the girls that work there wanted to literally fight my daughter because my daughter said to her, it's raining outside. All you guys are parked up at the parking pool area. Can somebody get my car for me because I have the kids and the suitcases? You know what they said to my daughter? You feel like you're entitled. You're not entitled. My daughter said, Shuji, it's raining. Isn't that proper customer service to see someone with 3 kids, 2 huge suitcases, and 2 carry-on? It's pouring rain. For someone just run and bring the car closer to the doors so that, you know, I'd have to run up my kids with the suitcase, whatever. Like, that's proper courtesy. Remember, rent a car in Florida is not cheap.
Especially for the length of time.
Yeah, for a month, basically. And, yeah, so one of the guys that worked there, he said he'll go do it, and he went and he got a car.
Girl.
It was a girl?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
I know exactly which one Asia's talking about too.
okay. Yeah, so they went and got it, but I don't know. I'm lost for words with this car company. I mean, a flat can happen with any car company, but with Advantage, they don't. It's like they're just so cold. They can? I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't care. Whatever. Your problem.
Because
not mine.
they know they have you. That's why.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I shouldn't even have called them.
Why?
Huh?
Are you gonna bring it back?
Turn back for what?
You gonna drive out with the donut?
Better believe I am. I'm thinking that maybe I can just pump it up. I'll look at the tire. Maybe it's a little patch it needs. Who knows? Put it back on, and when I drive in, they're just gonna look inside anyways.
That's what the last person did.
Exactly.
Well, I would not be renting from this car company. I don't care how cheap they are. I don't want it. I'd rather rent from inside the airport and return back inside the airport and get good service. But there's a car rental place over here. I'd rather take the Uber and spend $100 and odd and take the Uber here and rent the car over there.
It happens, so what are you gonna do?
I'm telling you, 2025, not even 2025, right now, I'm not going for no one's bullshit. I'm not taking the loss for anybody and saying, oh, it happens. But people need to be held accountable.
I'm just happy.
Everybody wants to hold me accountable, or I'm trying to hold everybody else accountable. And that's just how the cookie crumbles for me. That's how the cookie crumbles.
I'm just happy it's here. I can get to wash my hands after.
And the funny thing, I saw the low tire right?
When, yesterday?
No, just now when we were driving out. But I didn't really take note.
This happened between yesterday and today.
Yeah, because I didn't really take note because I'm like, our truck says that when the weather is kind of off. So I'm just like, okay. Actually, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just saying, okay, the thing is on there. It's not a big deal, but. So this is our.
Oh, this blasted tire mash up my driveway, sir.
I was complaining about his driveway from the tire.
So you're changing
And
the
it's so
tire?
funny. I looked out the window this morning, because I was parked more on the ledge here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because of how Shante parked that car.
Yeah. So I guess that's a lesson learned, that if you're female and don't know, or male don't know how to change tire and don't have CAA, the car rental company, especially if you're going with Advantage, they charge $500 for them to come out and do it for you.
Yeah, if it's not covered in your policy.
If it's not covered in your
But
policy.
shouldn't they should discuss that when you rent the
Why would
vehicle if
they?
you want that type of coverage.
Why would they? And again, like what you said, it's very rare that this happens, I guess. But you know what? We should look into that next time, because there's so much construction happening in Florida right now that, I mean, you just never know, right? Look on husband, what?
Yeah, I've changed tire before, so
It's flat, babe.
there it is right there. There it is. I'm gonna bring this in Toronto. That's $40. So I'm gonna bring it, get it plugged.
Toronto?
No, not in Toronto.
I'm like, what are you talking
Here. Somewhere here. Today is what? Thursday? Between today and tomorrow I can get that plugged and put it right back on.
There's a car place over here.
Oh yeah, right by us here.
Yeah, we can stop there.
Yep.
At the back, by the lake
I
area.
know, right by the bucket.
I wonder if they're open today, because it's
Well, we're gonna stop and find out.
Huh?
We're gonna stop and find out.
So there's a culprit right there. Go over in there.
And it's good where it's located because it's not too it's not on the outside and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a spare tire I never used yet.
It's a cool day today.
Very
Really
nice.
nice.
Very nice. Oh, my knees, man.
Hello. So that little device there, do you know what it's called, Cal?
What? This is a jack.
It's a jack. I don't know.
This is
Listen, I
a
always
jack.
had my dad doing everything for me if I needed to, and I never really had a flat. And if I did, I don't remember.
This is the jack.
That's a jack.
This is a crowbar.
Crowbar.
Well, this is a newer style to the crowbar that has the tool here to do do the bolts. I don't even know what they call this little device in my hand. Altogether, they're tools.
Try this weather. It's cool, but then it gets warm, and then it's cool, it gets warm.
Bipolar.
It's a nice weather to just sit outside and just read a nice book or just taking some fresh air, go for a walk. Into the bird. Where is it?
So important thing to know when you're jacking the tire too, it's on, but you always like
Tighten it.
yeah, when it's down, right? If you have a torque wrench, they adjust it to 1, and then it's always important to give it one. You see, tighten like this while it's down. Because you don't want your tire to roll off when you're driving. And even how you tighten the screws, you're supposed to go like from here to here to here to here, diagonal. You don't go around. Don't know why, but it's obviously it's something important. There.
Ready. So there you have it. So while we have the garage door open, I said while we have the garage door open, so I'm telling you, these suitcases won't be happening. When I come back down, I'm gonna just bring all my clothes that I know I'm gonna need. I'm just gonna bring them. I have to go through this whole suitcase thing. Unless I'll probably bring like a small one to check in if I'm bringing like fish or stuff over. Because I haven't found a fish store here that I trust yet, because I always buy my fish at Fortino's, do it up at home, and then I whatchamacallit? Like I fry it at home and freeze it, and then when I come here, I just stew it down and eat it with whatever. Okay, so as you can see here, this tall, handsome man. The price here says $124. I got this for $40-something. I think I got it for actually this price, $42. God is good. I got it at Home Depot for a very good price.
Is it in your hand?
Yeah. Then I got this one here. It was $24.98, and she gave me $2.50 off, so 10% off. The $2.48, and these are the velvet nutcrackers.
2%.
And this one here is a toy soldier. And how tall is it? Let me see if it says it on here. 8 feet tall. And it lights up, the eyes move. That's that. Barbecue here, we still need to put together. Why is the box wet?
Huh?
Why is this wet? Is that from... That is so weird. And we have this little couch set that Council has to put together. There's the legs and everything over there. The kid's bike.
I'll close this down.
Okay. So we're at the tire shop, seeing if we can get it fixed. So we'll see. So we're going into PetSmart. Oh, the smile of PetSmart. The smile of PetSmart. They got Valentine's Day stuff for the doggies at PetSmart. Cute.
Where is it? There it is.
The one along with detail right there.
Where is it?
It's in there.
Oh. There actually is.
Right at the bottom.
I'm looking at one there.
Yeah,
Is there a
it's in
leopard
there.
gecko down there? Really?
Yeah, see him right there, CJ?
Yeah. There's
They're all in
crickets
there.
in that one. It's not eating the crickets.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Person.
The fish are treated so poorly. The fish are treated so poorly here.
Hi.
There's a scorpion up there? Where? In that right one.
Here? No.
Somebody probably bought it. Yeah, somebody bought it. That's someone bought the frog. This is
Now, after a few months or so, like they will grow pretty quickly. So they should be about his size within a few months.
Right.
At this age, they could probably get away with being in like a 10-gallon tank. But my
buy a bigger one.
recommendation is
Yeah.
to start with a 20 at least. That way you don't have to turn around and buy another one.
Right.
You know? So I can show you a couple options for like our cages and stuff.
Do they like jump or anything?
They can, definitely can. Like I was saying, like with him, their personalities are pretty darn unique. Like
Yeah.
some of them will just chill and hang out,
Right.
and they'll sit in your hand. Where some of them, they'll try to take off any chance they get.
Oh, okay.
And you're pretty calm thinking that I'm thinking that they're trying to jump out of this thing right now.
Right. Some of them will, you know, but these guys overall they've been pretty chill,
that's like a
especially
fold
compared to the other guy.
Right.
And typically, this is a really darn good starter kit.
Right.
They typically go on sale often. So usually like $100 is about
Okay.
for those guys. Now, it's really, really important to have the proper light setup for them. So definitely always going to need a UVB bulb. That's the one that's going to simulate sunlight and give them calcium and keep their bones and their muscles healthy. And then the heat lamp is just what's going to keep them warm. They're desert animals, so they like their basking area to be about 90 degrees at the top. So like, the way I do it is just put it on one side, and then if they get too hot or too cold,
You're gonna
or they
get-
want to hide,
How do you know when they get too hot or too cold?
they'll run over to that other side and hide in the cold
Okay,
spot.
okay.
I like to take one of the thermometers and put it up to where, like, let's say I'd have a big rock or something up here, and then I'd have my lights right here.
Okay.
I like to put a thermometer right here on the inside so I can see just how hot it's getting up there.
Yeah.
If it's
Right.
not hitting 90 degrees, that tells me I need a higher wattage bulb.
Okay.
So like, this one's probably like a 75 watt. That's typically normal for like a 20 gallon. If we're noticing he's really cold a lot or he's constantly like looking for that warmth,
Right.
then I move up to like 100 watt, and then it just gets a little bigger and bigger with time. After the first like year and a half, he'll probably end up in a 40 gallon, but you will have plenty of time with him in between in a 20. So definitely what
So,
We need a tank. This is it the same size?
no,
that's a 40, and
that-
then this is a 20.
double the size.
With how small he is now, I'd worry about him not getting warm enough in a 40 just because of how much draft there can be and how far the light is from the
Okay.
top. But, you know, as long as you get plenty of stuff that gets him really high up there, like sticks from the yard, different decorations, just something that he can bask up there on and get as close to the light as he can, then, you know, I wouldn't be quite so concerned. But
So,
they're little babies.
and they get to about what, 2 feet? 24 inches?
I would say to about that darn size, like darn
So-
good, yeah.
If it's this size, that tank can still hold them at that size?
That's when I'd definitely have them in like a 40. Eventually, I mean, if you can find a bigger tank that, like, you know, isn't a pain in the butt to get into, because I like the front open because it makes everything so easy.
Yeah.
If you can find a bigger tank, some people have them in like 125s and like have like, or make big, like they build like little rooms for them and stuff. Ultimately, I've seen a lot of adults that do fine in a 40. That's with like the tail included. So like the body probably ended up being like that long
Wow.
and about like that big around. But they're pretty impressive looking in person because you're like, oh my
Right.
gosh.
So I can walk it like a puppy?
You sure can. They
Oh,
make
it gets that
harnesses for
big?
'em.
Listen, I don't know about
Except for
this.
the legs are so short, it'll take forever to
Yeah.
walk.
Like they'll scurry kind of a little bit, but
Destiny, you
ultimately
serious?
you'll just be sitting there with it. So like, I
I'm
mean,
kind of
these-
nervous with her getting one.
it's definitely a lot. It's a lot. It's not a bad idea to do some like intense research if you can, even if it's like same day as you get them. Just make sure you know, as long as you've got them warm and you've got them set up in a good place and you've got some food for them, you can hit the research and you know
Yeah.
figure it all out with time.
Especially for us, because we're from Toronto.
Very nice. So this is going to be a little new for y'all together. They do pretty good in Florida climate because it's so darn like
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
So it's not as scary as if it was like somewhere where it was snowing right now. You know.
Toronto.
So basically, you'll have mostly what you'll need with something like this. Their main diet's going to be crickets, some mealworms, different types of bugs, and then they like fresh fruits and veggies as well. So we always just offer like a little bowl of fruits and veggies. They go up and down with what they like. So one day they won't touch the veggies, and they'll only want crickets.
How should I like hold my hand?
So go ahead and lay your hand flat all the way out. Yeah. He's been kind of just chilling. Okay, I'll be right there. You want to pet him too? You want to hold him?
No, I don't want to hold guys.
No.
So cute. Nice.
So just pet his back the same way she is, just the way the scales grow. You can pet his tail.
Do I have to use a certain finger?
Nope. You're good to go. This is typical personality for a Beardy, rather than, you know, being scared and aggressive. This
Because
is
that
pretty
one, he's
cool.
on display all the time, so.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think
Okay.
maybe because he's been alone the whole time. He's like an in-between
I don't wanna let
size,
it
so
go. It's
he
so
didn't
cool.
have a lot of friends. in
Yeah.
there.
I think it likes me.
I don't know
Yeah.
what its deal is.
The little nails.
Is that a boy or a girl?
It can be a little hard to tell when they're young. With this size, I'd probably say he's a boy.
How old is it, this one?
Honestly, they're probably like not even a couple months old.
Oh.
Like he's like hatchling size. They're tiny babies.
So they're bred from PetSmart or?
We have certain suppliers that breed them, and they send them out. Most of the pet stores in like certain states from some type of breeder.
Okay.
It's always the same one though. I have seen that. To do that, guys, they're probably already eating like 10 to 15 small crickets a day.
Wow.
So that's typically the most difficult thing is to getting the crickets and you know keeping them alive.
Yeah.
That seems to be a pain in the butt for a lot of people, but
Oh, so the crickets, they have to eat them live. They won't eat them dead.
most of them they seem to like the movement. is what
Oh,
they do.
okay.
Like if you try to do like dead crickets or like freeze-dried ones or something, they'll just like look at it and they're like,
With the crickets, do they all have to be gut loaded?
Typically we give them like that gut loading powder or like for some fresh veggies or something. They seem to really like that. It helps the dragon a lot. It's good for them if they are gut loaded.
I want to go back.
Getting a little squirrely on you. Good job, bud. And that's how I pick them up. I just put my finger underneath of them and they typically will crawl right on you. Yeah, go back with your brother or sister.
Thank you so much for this wealth of knowledge. I appreciate
Absolutely. And if you have any more questions, you guys know where to find me.
it. Thank you.
No problem. What is it?
And your name?
I'm Nicole.
Thank
Okay,
you so much,
thanks,
Nicole.
Of course, and it's so nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Take care.
So how do you feel?
It feels so nice and smooth. I like it.
Yeah. Look at this. It has a couch.
Exactly.
Yeah, people buy beds.
Oh. That's so like. Right, well, that's our PetSmart experience with Destiny and her bearded dragon.